Ladies and gentlemen, a new wave of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is about to be upon us, and that is due to the announcement of Dragon Ball Battle Hour 2026. With them having new announcements for Xenoverse 2 next year, that means a lot for the game's lifespan. But what are we truly going to actually be getting next year? Well, first of all, we are definitely going to get Future Saga Chapter 3 at the end of this year, and then next year we're going to get Future Saga Chapter 4. But that can't be the only thing they announced, surely. I think we're going to be getting lots of new stuff, especially due to the transformations that we know Dragon Ball can do, because Breakers is ending its service, and that game has Super Saiyan Rose and Super Saiyan 4, so guess what's getting dragged over to Xenoverse 2 when Breakers ends, baby. So one thing I think we're going to get, and I'm going to go through them in order. We are definitely going to get new transformations. We are 100 million% going to get new super attacks, new ultimate attacks, whether it's just a festival super attacks getting transferred over to the custom characters, or it's super attacks from Breakers, again, getting transferred over to Xenoverse 2. And last but not least, new drip for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Whether this will be costumes, super souls, etc. There's just a lot of new items in general. Whis' clothes, Hits clothes, colorable versions of fan favorite outfits, you name it. So without further ado, let's get into this, boys. Truly, when I stop and think about it, I imagine that Xenoverse 2 will probably be seeing like everything that the players want in Xenoverse 2 from now on. Well, okay, let's get one thing out of the way. Everything except moving Saiyan tails. I think they've completely forgotten about even wanting to entertain that idea. They'll still add it to the new tailed characters, but they won't add it to custom characters or their accessories. But either way, I think Xenoverse 2 does want to add everything that the players have been wanting from this point forward. We are finally getting colorable clothing. We're finally getting all these new unique super attacks or accurate versions of super attacks, such as the Super Spirit Bomb, even if they're just festival moves only right now. But just like UI Goku's moves, there's a very high chance that all of these will become available for us at some point. However, we do need to wait and see more when the DLC releases. Now, one cool thing I think you can use the other Dragon Ball games in DLC to like ascertain about Xenoverse 2. These other games are finally doing more. Again, Genshin Squad just, releasing Sparking Zero is going to do its new wave of DLC after the Daima DLC comes out. And Fighters is having like, a resurface. Now, I don't think there's even a slight chance that a Xenoverse 3 can happen with all of this other big stuff going on. If everything else was dying down, then maybe I'd say there's a Xenoverse 3, but it seems like everything else is kicking up. So a chance of a Xenoverse 3 happening is very unlikely now. But it's still entertaining to think about the fact that all of these Dragon Ball games are trying to go above and beyond. And with that, Xenoverse 2 is most likely going to try and keep up with the fact that it's like, hey, we can just add Super Saiyan 4 to custom characters. We can add Super Saiyan Rose to custom characters. All we have to do is a very slight patch. Just give them, like, I don't know, like regen with Super Saiyan Rose or something dumb like that. And then with Super Saiyan 4, you could just give them, like, a massive, like, I don't know, super attack buff, but not a basic attack buff. Basically the opposite of Super Saiyan God. You could really do anything. Again, you guys let me know what you think would be ideal buffs for these transformations. Because they've already given us Ultra Instinct and Beast. So at that point, we're basically guaranteed to get anything. Reminder that Ultra Instinct and Beast are literally unique to only 2 characters in the series, with Beast being unique to Gohan and Ultra Instinct being unique to Goku. You could say the gods use it, but they use it as a passive. They don't use it as a transformation, so get over yourself. And Super Saiyan 4 is at least on multiple Dragon Ball characters, at the very least. Even in extra material like Super Dragon Ball Heroes, you get people like Bollock and Broly tapping into Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, it's not Daima Super Saiyan 4, but still Super Saiyan 4 regardless. And Super Saiyan Rose is again just Goku Black's version of Super Saiyan. Realistically, we should have already had that in the game by now, but it's whatever. If you want to add it later, feel free. And when it comes to new super attacks, I do think we're actually going to be just getting more stuff in general. Now, here's my personal opinion. I think most super attacks, and keep in mind I said most because some of these involve transformation, so I don't think they'll be available for all custom characters. So like a good example is I don't think we'll get Super Spirit Bomb Festival for custom characters, obviously, because that involves a transformation animation. And keep in mind, you could just easily make it so that the character just goes like potential unleash, so just gets like a power-up effect or something. But I don't think they'll do that. I think Bandai Namco Dimps isn't willing to actually do something like that. However, I do think we'll get stuff like Stardust Breaker, the Soul Punisher, God Punisher, Blaster Festival version, We could easily get moves like Infinity Rush, Hits Attack, etc, etc. Those are moves that don't have any like weird special animations that would affect how they work on custom characters. And it's just bonus content for them to give the players when they have nothing else to give out, which is, getting pretty close to that time when it comes to Xenoverse 2 support. So any extra festival moves they add or any extra moves in general that aren't on custom characters right now are probably going to be added to them at some point. Keep in mind, they are adding actually like canon version of moves. We have Galaxy Breaker, we just recently got that one. Again, Super Spirit Bomb as well as Gogeta's move, and even Teen Gohan's unique ultimate attack, where he basically powers up into Super Saiyan 2 and then does like a combo. That move is absolutely worthless on Teen Gohan. I do believe that one will probably be available for custom characters. They'll probably make exclusive only to Saiyans. It might just, I think they'll probably just do that. But But that move is a strike super attack or a strike ultimate attack on a Ki Blast character. It literally doesn't do any damage on him. It literally only makes sense to move it to a striker character. So they'll either get available for custom Gohan adults, maybe, or they'll make it available for custom characters at some point down the line. But regardless, the fact that they're adding all of these basically like canon interpretations of attacks to the game makes me think that they are actually going to be adding in a bunch of new moves in general. We might start to get stuff like, lore accurate version of Janemba's Sword Slash, or a lore accurate version of Stardust Breaker. I mean the Z Stardust Breaker, where Gogeta like throws it as a long range attack rather than a close range like nuke that is in Xenoverse 2. We have all these different moves that can easily get readjusted to be their more canon interpretations. And now onto costumes. Now, I think we can all agree, and I'm pretty sure you guys will agree with me as well, right? Other than the most recent Festival of Universes, literally giving us pure Universe 2 nonsense, I think we can agree that the Festival of Universes costumes have been, for the most part, pretty damn exceptional. Every single Festival of Universe costume is either an outfit that people have wanted in the game for a while, or a colorable version of a popular outfit. And even if the outfit isn't popular, it'll be a colorable version of an outfit that people actually like in the game, like an outfit with a good design. And I think that means a lot personally, because again, colorable version of Goku's clothes has been one of the most requested things ever in like Xenoverse 2's entire history, because obviously you want a colorable version of the main character's outfit, because the main character's outfit is iconic, but I would like to see how it would look maybe if it was like a green or something on my custom character, or maybe if it was like a black and red in case you're going for a bit more of an edgy style, We did get stuff like, again, Vegeto's clothes colorable as well, which is basically the same as Goku's, but except we don't have the Gi symbol there, which I think is really cool. It lets you do even more unique stuff with the character's outfit. We have colorable Majin Buu's clothes. There's just so many like hyper unique things in Xenoverse 2 now, because of what they've done with like the colorable or customizable clothing in general. There's just a bunch of like cool stuff you can do now, and I don't think anyone's going to be against that. I don't think anyone's going to hate that. It's just nice to get, I think I've said this before in many videos. If they made every outfit in the game like colorable, no one would hate that. That would probably get called one of the best updates in the game. It could literally add not a single new super attack or a character. But if it added a bunch of colorable clothing again, people would legit be like super hyped for that, because again, Baby's costume of colors, Super 17's costume of colors, Gogeta's costume of colors, all of these colorable outfits have made people just get back on the game just to customize a new look for their character and play the game longer, and that benefits the people who are making the game. And this isn't even talking about quality of life or other updates we're going to get throughout the game. Now again, I don't think there'll ever be an update that'll like remove something as broken as like key cancels or XY from the game. I think that's just a curse we're going to have to bear forever. But we could at least pray for something that at least fixes any bugs or glitches. A good example is Jacko's Super Elite Ultimate Attack still doesn't really work, and that's a shame. I know this is going to sound like a very minor gripe. I'm like the only human being that plays Jacko. But Jacko's Ultimate Attack not working is very sad, because I love it as a disrespectful ultimate attack. There are in general just a lot of issues with Xenoverse 2 that I hope get fixed, or just moves that I hope get buffed. Hell, moves that I pray get nerfed, because that would be even better for the game's life. Man. But either way, I think this is a good place to end the video. Again, you guys let me know what you think about the future of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 down below in the comment section. I still think that the next DLC is probably going to be DBS Broly as an Ultra Super Villain, and then Golden Frieza as an Ultra Super Villain. Because Golden Frieza, you know how they love to reference the manga with like Ultra Super Villain Super Saiyan God Vegeta looking like Ultra Ego Vegeta? There's no way they don't immediately go, oh hey, we should do the same but with Golden Frieza, so that way he looks like Black Frieza, I think they'll do that. I think they're that shameless. So without further ado, I think that this is a solid place to end the video, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, then obviously again, please leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, as it greatly supports the channel, and leave a comment down below as to what you'd like to see next, amigos. I love you all. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Take care and peace.